Young with 15. You guessed it, Coach, another new career high.
It's a night to remember for those three young ladies.
Caitlin Duhan.
The Dragons back in their zone. Bostic driving into the paint to deliver the ball.
Gaston. No. A foul on the floor. It's going to be on Zaria Simmons, and that should be her fifth. So it is going to be her fifth, so Simmons will exit.
Tighten those shoes up, big fella.
I'd hate to tell you, that's not going to help much.
I'm starting to believe you. You know, you're so positive on everything except your ability to play. Great cut to the basket by Gaston. 1-4, and they just slid it right inside.
There you see, first time Auburn has scored 100 points or more in more than 15 years. Got to go all the way back to 2008. And Edmond lost track of where she was on the floor, stepping on the sideline.
That does happen along the baseline, doesn't it? On occasion. That's
never to you.
Well, that's where the most threes are made, are the corners. So you try to find your footwork in there, but if you're a step back shooter,
it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Do you got any strong thoughts on the three-point line? Should we move back at all?
You know, for the women's game, I think, you know, it's where it should be. I mean, the game is exciting. Now, viewers want to see an offensive game. Yeah. I know you win through defense, but offensively, you have to find a way to be able to have a combination, inside-out combination. Scoring the three-point line makes it exciting, but I don't think you would have to go any further.
Yep. Young tries to get off to Duhan. She wins it back. And Daniels will go to the line. She's going to have a couple of free throws. Coach, we're early in the season. I'm curious, how much learning and improvement were you able to, I guess, foster in those first couple of weeks?
Well, it's important to play different opponents and teams with different schemes. I mean, defensively, you know, some teams that would press you, some run and jump, and you know, as a matchup where they trap you. You had to, before you got into the SEC, you wanted to play good competition and people that would challenge your game. I know now with the NCAA and bracketing, it's good to play, you know, competitive opponents on a neutral court. You know, there's sometimes you play a game that it's not going to count in your opportunity in your net points, like Auburn's facing right now, but you still wanted to be able to know who you were. And more importantly, they wanted to know how they were being accepted and how they were being graded, because everybody wants minutes.
Yes. Would you ever schedule based upon different schemes you might see? You knew a school was running a 1-3-1, or so be it.
We always wanted to play some teams that we knew would be in the NCAA tournament that year, and play in venues where the regionals were going to be also. But that's what happens when you build a program and you have that opportunity. And, you know, we were established for a long time as one of the best teams in the country. But we took our licks early when we came in, and you know, Louisiana Tech at the time was an outstanding team, so we wanted to play them just to get a feel for them. Connecticut wasn't, you know, nothing at that time. I read in one of Gino's books, he said he knew his team was ready when he came to Auburn and beat,
no
beat
kidding.
the Auburn Tigers. Well, hello. But
yeah, to your point, I mean, 3 straight national championship game appearances for you guys, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, and just 16 NCAA tournaments, the opportunity. They knew how to win. We grew as a team and as people. You know, once they believe in a system, and when we felt what we did defensively, we could make more adjustments than you could offensively, and that's how our program grew, and that's why we had the success we did. And so, you know, that's why we had an opportunity to put up some nice banners, so like 8 SEC championships and 16 NCAAs and 3 Final Four championship games.
How long did it take you to instill that belief in your program about defense?
Well, we were fortunate when I first came down. You know, I had an opportunity because the team the year before was only won 9 games, and that was the bad news. The good news, everybody was back.
Yeah.
So as I met with each player and just try to study their personalities and their want to play and to be successful, I took the players, all the players that said they could have done better, they were responsible. So my first year we started 2 sophomores, Angie Hanna, Renee Halbrooks, and 3 freshmen. And we said we're going to take our licks and learn early, and we won 16 games our first year. Then the second year, we got a young lady in the program by the name of Becky Jackson out of Franklin, Louisiana, at 6'3", 6'4", and a dominant force inside. And from that, we went on and won an SEC tournament. And then we grew. We grew as a team then, and they grew of believing in the system. So it took me 2 years, and there was anxious moments. Are they going to believe? Are they going to do what I'm asking them to do? And I've said this many times. Players will do what they're told at times, but they'll do more so if they believe. They're going to do what they believe, not what you tell them. And we made them believers. Probably the most underrated part of coaching is the ability to motivate the player.
And Deanna Gaston, who scored now 35 points. Most for an Auburn Tiger since at least 2009. And she just continues to go to work, Coach.
Yes, she certainly does, in a just a nonchalant manner.
She's now got 35 points, 11 boards, so a double-double. She is 15 for 19 from the floor. And that,
those are great numbers. I'm surprised that the fans are still here.
last foul there on Hairston. That's her second. Gaston now 6 of 8 from the line. Since 1998, most points in a game. Down low, Klossmeyer, short. Yanking down the rebound. Here comes Soraya Daniels to Gaston. Can't get it to fall.
And how many points were scored in 1998? Do you know?
That's what we're tracking down right now. We believe Auburn's getting close to a school record of points scored as a team in a single game. 41 points in 1998 was the school record. So Deanna Gaston's going to take a seat. Free throw banked home by Jasmine Klossmeyer. The 41 points are a school record. So Gaston 5 points short of that. She could be done for the night, though. Harrison takes a seat. Here comes Bella Gonzalez back in for Lynchburg. I'd say that's a good night, huh?
I would think so, to say the least.
Hunter lobs it ahead. And Simbani gets tied up by Parrish. And after the jump ball forced by Purchase, it's going to be Lynchburg basketball. And Rogers has it jarred loose. Now it's Emily Bennett, the freshman, and it's going to stick with the Dragons. We'll step aside. Auburn just 3 points away from setting a school record for most points in a single game.
From Doll House Detailers to Candy Queens, Hiscox ensures all kinds of small business dreams. So what's yours?
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relax, and an outcast that never lasts. But I know y'all wanted that 808, can you feel that BASS bass?
Under my feet, I feel the sky tumbling down,
Love the way you move. Introducing the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks.
Saturday on SEC Network, South Carolina faces Vanderbilt. Hot off a top 10 win, the Gamecocks head for Nashville, where the Commodores are ready for the challenge.
Not only can they shoot, Coach, they can harmonize.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Whose birthday?
Happy birthday, head coach Johnny Harris. You know what they say about basketball coaches on their birthday?
No, I don't.
You got to blow out as many candles as points your team scores.
Oh, boy.
So, hope she's been working that conditioning.
The fire alarms will go off. The sprinkler systems, watch out.
Yeah. And again, I think for either coach tonight, there's probably not a ton of concrete takeaways given the disparity in matchup. Is that fair?
I would totally agree with that. It's just got a nice sweat up. And just, what do you take from these games? I mean, it's just both teams, and just you know, I questioned Coach Lewis about bringing his team in here, and just if he's trying to build a program and a foundation, what are his players going to trust him in terms of his philosophy, defensively and offensively? When do you
Smothering
lose
defense
them?
from Auburn.
And he's playing 7 Division I schools. And not only Auburn, but every other Division I school is going to play with that aggression. Yeah. Look at Georgetown the other night. What was it?
88-31.
88-31.
And Simbani rips it away.
Zimbani's not doing that by accident. She's got some quick hands. I mean, and great anticipation.
And Auburn now 1 point shy of tying the school record for points scored in a single game.
Good look by Purchase, and a great catch underneath by Gonzalez.
Look, this is clearly a different game, but for what it's worth, Lynchburg has actually scored more points tonight than Southern Illinois did against Auburn on Monday. The defense has been, again, stifling tonight for Auburn. They have created 20 steals, including 4 from Celia Simbani, 4 more from Adia Young. And Adia Young, the layup, and a new school record, 120 points scored in a single game for the Auburn Tigers.
You're trying to bait me to say something that I'm
No,
not going.
I'm not.
I'm not going there.
Rogers tries to get it inside to Klausmeyer. And he'll stay with Auburn. So final 3 minutes here. Collins, she likes that short corner. That one didn't fall. Looking ahead, you got Lynchburg as Gonzalez lays it in. They've got Clinton College in South Carolina on Saturday. It'll be tomorrow. And that is a league game, if you will. Both teams in the National Christian Collegiate Athletic Association. After that, they're going to go to George Washington on Monday. So this is the first of 3 games in a 4-day span.
Wow.
In 3 different states. Yeah. Auburn, of course, they've got Little Rock at home next week, a Thursday night. And Simbani. I know she doesn't have the 36 points that Gaston had tonight, but Celia Simbani, she's got now 19.
Is that all?
Yeah, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals.
Again, again, and again. Great move going inside, but purchase. You know, the young lady is just showing her spirit to just keep playing hard and running this team. And you're saying they're playing tomorrow?
Tomorrow in South Carolina.
Placing number 1, Zimbane. Audio Young, Tigers, 2.
Auburn's made 49 baskets tonight.
Shooting 62% and holding their opponents to just 35% with 38 turnovers.
Knew this was going to be a mismatch going in. Auburn taking care of business. And they continue to create turnovers. Daniels goes up and she's fouled by Klausmeyer.
Just a frustration foul right there.
Can I get your impression of, we've talked a lot about Jordan Hunter, but Soraya Daniels and her first 2 games now as a Tiger, true freshman?
She has a great basketball DNA with mom and dad, and just getting used to it and coming out as a freshman. I'm sure there's a lot of opportunities for her to be successful this year.
Kaylin Duhan's going to come in, and she replaces Taylon Collins. A little over a minute to go, and so as you look ahead, you've got Little Rock on Thursday, and then you've got a tough road trip the following week at Oregon and at Cal. What do you think is on Coach Harris's to-do list between now and then?
Well, I think her defense is where she wants it to be. It's just the offensive flow. Who can be that perimeter scorer for this Auburn team right now?
Final minute here tonight. Auburn, a school record, 128 points. And another steal, a 2-on-1. Daniels all the way, no. The fellow freshman Jordan Hunter with a 2. She's got 13. And now 7 of the 9 Tigers to play tonight have double figures. Karen Purchase scoops and scores. Auburn can bring it across midcourt, and they can call it a night. And that's exactly what Jordan Hunter's going to do. She'll head over to Coach Harris. And on her birthday, Coach Harris leads her team to a dominant victory, a school record 128 points. They are now 2-0 for the third straight year.
A game that's, you know, you question what can you learn from this. I mean, it's a W and a lot of minutes played by a lot of young people, so that's a good thing. But for Virginia Lynchburg, they have to find a way to regroup and be ready to play tomorrow night.
So Lynchburg will take on Clinton College. Next time Auburn is in town will be Thursday night right here inside Neville Arena. That is an 8 o'clock, or beg your pardon, a 7 o'clock Central tip. And that's going to do it for us. On behalf of our entire crew, including our producer, Alicia Fonseca, as well as our director, Aiden Tugman, for the Hall of Famer, Joe Champy, and yours truly, Wiley Ballard, we say so long and good night. Enjoy your weekend. Auburn takes down Lynchburg 128-36.